Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 8th of February 2021. And yeah, we have a number of very interesting news, and I'm still here alone in the studio, so I might do a few more mistakes. So yeah, be aware of that because there's nobody who could correct me if I do a major mistake. Yeah, first up is Glendronach. They have a new cask strength, and it's the batch number 9. It was matured in PX and Oloroso sherry casks, 59.4% ABV, and yeah, it will be available in the international markets batch by batch, so they will go country by country, and they will also reach our country, Germany, so maybe we will have one of these bottles on the cask in the future. Then we have a news that is not really whiskey news, but it is from Islay and Jura. Between the two islands of Islay and Jura, there is the Sound of Islay, which is a small water strait that flows either in one direction, either the other direction, depends on the tide. And they are want to build a new tidal power plant there, so propellers underwater that produce electricity, and the distilleries on both islands will benefit from this new produced distillery. Then we have news from the Halewood Artisans Spirits. They're bringing out a new Crabbie Co 28-year-old single cask whiskey. It's a 1992 Speyside single malt whiskey with whiskies from different distilleries, and they all come from the Speyside, and they said they are living in the Valley of the Livet, which is then really Glenlivet and Thames. Yeah. Then we have news from Glenfiddich. In 2019, they did a redesign of the 12 and the 15. And they announced they will do a redesign of the 18-year-old, and we didn't have the redesign in 22, so now we're having the redesign of the 18-year-old Glenfiddich. It will be available in March 2021, so if you want to have one of the old bottles in storage, then you have to be quick before they sell out. And then there's some really good news. Hunter Laing is bringing out a lot of bottlings. Hunter Laing, the independent bottler, is bringing out 14 new bottlings of really interesting distilleries. Amongst them is Beaumont, Talisker, Lefroy, Springbank, and there will be a new series about Port Ellen. It's called the Eidolon, and it will be a 3-part series. The start will be a Port Ellen with a vintage 1983 with 36 years of age. Natural color, 53.5% cask strength, and limited to 638 bottles. Yeah. And then we have news from Ireland, and they are having kind of a joint venture. Fabergé is working together with Emerald Island with Craft Irish Whisky Company to create the Emerald Island whiskey set. It's a whiskey set with a 30-year-old whiskey matured in ex-American and sherry, PX sherry casks, together with a Fabergé egg with 18 karat gold and diamonds on it, then a handcrafted watch and some Cohiba cigars. So it's everything that's really expensive, exclusive, high quality, and yeah, very, very expensive. Then we move over to the United States, and Buffalo Trace bringing out a new bottling, the 3rd bottling of the Double Eagle Very Rare series. It's a 20-year-old bourbon, double the age of the Eagle Rare, which is 10 years, so it's 20 years, and the proof have been increased from 90 to 101. So it's stronger, it's older, it's limited to 199 bottles, and it will be significantly more expensive. Then we have a new distillery, and not from the usual regions of Kentucky, Tennessee, or even Pennsylvania, Virginia, but from the west of the United States, from Oregon. Oregon is kind of the state known for their craft beer, and now the craft beers do a single malt, and it will be also a craft whiskey with small batches between 10 and 20 casks, 45%, and wholly matured in American white oak. Yeah, it will be available worldwide, so we might as well get one of these whiskeys. Yeah, then we have Catoctin Creek Rabble Rouser. Catoctin. It doesn't look like kitten, but it spells like kitten with a lot of C's. Bottled in bond rye. So another rye whiskey with 100% rye and a little bit lower proof than they usually do, and that is 4 years of age and 50% ABV. Yeah, and it's really interesting. So bottle in bond, it has to be at least what is it? Bottle in bond is 2 years, I think, but they already say it's 4 years, and they have to comply with other standards as well. So it might be a really good whiskey. Yeah. That was it for this week. A lot of news from the United States this week, but hopefully we will also have a lot of news from all over the world. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.